Driving in from Metro Atlanta to Paulding County, I didn't see a lot of downed trees or debris on the roads. What I did see is a lot of roads still holding water from when Hurricane Michael rolled in the overnight hours here into Paulding County. And as you can see, this is a washed out road and just one of many in the county. Signs like this on several roads. What's behind it? What Michael left behind. Washed off roads that couldn't sustain the heavy rain.
Thankfully, everyone is safe, but we do have, like I said, quite a few issues with the road and several roads that are washed out.
The pipe under it split in half, the road completely out, but homes seem to be safe.
I haven't heard of any homes that were significantly damaged. I would suspect probably some shingles blown off, maybe some siding, things like that, but nothing significant, nothing like what our friends south of us experienced.
And even though they've already started clearing the trees from some of these roads, we know that the road to recovery will be long. In Paulding County, I'm Elwin Lopez, 11 Alive News.